again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hundreds with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And the Falcon first down.
And some room to maneuver. 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Michael Badgley lining up for the extra.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
On the return, the Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
From the 16, Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Complete to
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
At the 6.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. Are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads, and you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And I think the ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. It is costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. Jackson will keep it, and he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I've played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by Morgan Burnett. A loss of 2 yards. It's now third down and 3.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Falcons 7, Vikings nothing.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Taken down at the 22-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Jackson from the shotgun, escaping the pressure right. Got a man, he finds Sanders. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin.
Jackson.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Rolling to his right. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Jackson flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
On the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They'll take over.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down Falcons.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's Mostert. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on, just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel, coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate, Stephon Diggs, to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. This guy's offense moving again.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DeAndre Carter, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Falcons 17, Vikings 14. Jason Sanders set
now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fields it in the middle of the end zone. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and bunching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Minnesota Vikings. 1st down and goal to go.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Once again, it's Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Amendola set to return it. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he's got this down to the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter.
The ball's out. The Falcons grab it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
On the move to his left. Able to find Warner. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. Jackson going to look to do it himself. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. This is Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Badgley able to punch this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Falcons' 45-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. First carry for the second-year running back. It's Devin Singletary. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there. Now 2nd and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches will put these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Pass complete here to Sanders. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they will finally stop it as he's down the 40-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Roethlisberger going to throw it. Flushed out right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Now Roethlisberger will head to the line as his guys will go for 2. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
42. Falcons 20. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just